Hey, welcome to part 6 and the final episode of the series, How to Nail an SDR Interview at Vertex. Now, part 6 is all about having questions for the interviewers. Now, this is the final leg of the interview. You've already nailed all the steps which I've covered in the previous videos. Now, if you understand interview is a two-way street, you really don't need a reason why you should be even asking questions during or end of the interview. A lot of finalists, I believe, I've interviewed are simply outstanding. They were simply outstanding, but they all missed the opportunity to gather information about the role, company, future, and the growth prospects, etc. Now, most of the questions are usually answered during the course of the interview as the conversation really progresses. But it's always good to have a few questions which you prepared, which really shows that, hey, you've researched like no other person did. I'm going to still answer the million-dollar question. Why is it important to have questions, to prepare these questions? Now, as I said, asking questions will show that you're interested. That's number one. This will be a signal that you are serious about the job, and it ain't just one of the interviews, many interviews you have scheduled for that week or month. Number two, it will show that you research the organization like no one. If you research the company, if you've seen any of my previous videos, you will get to know how exactly you can research, make an impactful research. Now, if you research the company, sign up for a trial, spoke to a salesperson to find the latest information, use that information, build a conversation from there, and I can bet that interviewer will be surprised, pleasantly surprised. It'll go something like this. Hey, I understand that right now you're serving 500 plus enterprises in 40 countries. What's the organization plan for this year? What's the expansion plan for this year or coming years? While I believe I possess many skills required for this role, what do you consider is the most important in order to really excel at your organization? Now, no matter what kind of question you ask based on the research, you're just killing many birds with one stone. You're going to show that, hey, you're intelligent, you can ask thoughtful questions, you can really think on your feet, all that things. Number three, it will show that you are intelligent, like I mentioned already. And fortunately, this trait is widely and respected at all levels. Questions, if they are framed carefully, will show that you understand the process, will show your thorough process and your ability to really think independently. Four, and this is the last not the least, it shows that you're listening. Now, if you've picked up on the challenges the company is facing or something new in the pipeline, it would be a good idea to address those questions right now. Something like, hey, you said that current SDRs are using an old technology for prospecting. Do you have any plan to replace this with the latest technology? So now it actually shows that not only you're familiar with what's happening right now, you are also familiar with what could be changed in the future. So that if, let's say, a project comes when the company has to evaluate the latest technology or implement it, you are first in the line. Now, like you said, this is another example. Like you said, the year ahead sounds tremendously exciting and demanding. Do you already have the headcount in place to meet the demand or the upcoming requirements? Now, all these four reasons, I guess these are enough reasons to be prepared to actually prepare the questions. This also concludes my series, How to Nail an Interview at Vertex or any startup. For anyone who missed the series, I'll be including the previous videos in the comment box. And I'll also be releasing an ebook shortly outlining the steps in detail on by taking an example of a company on how to do impactful research and how to really nail that interview. So if you need a copy, simply like this video or comment yes. I'll be happy to send that to you. You'll be the first one to receive that. Now stay tuned for the next series. Thank you.